And we are live, everybody. MLB live before lock. We're going nowhere because we have two baseball games going on tonight, and I'm going to break them down for the next half hour. We've got lock at 6:08. We've got two games tonight, Guardians and Tigers, Yankees and Royals. So join me here. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let's talk some baseball, folks, shall we? I think it's going to be a good time. We're going to build some lineups for an extended portion of this show, try to hunt down where the best value actually is. We've got NFL live before lock coming up later tonight. They'll get off at 7:30, I'm guessing. Tizzle in the house. This howdy. Howdy to you as well. It's good to have you here. We've got a lot to talk about. We've got Tanner Bibee. We've got Garrett Cole, Reese Olson, Michael Wacha. There's a very clear line in the sand when it comes to top two pitcher odds. By the way, the first thing that we did yesterday was go to the Dodgers. I believe they had 8 runs. So, you know, that probably looked good. Tanner Bibee, just north of 60% top two pitcher odds. Garrett Cole, 56.5. And then you get Reese Olson and Michael Wacha at 41. So we have a huge gap between the top two and the bottom two. And I'm very curious what that ends up looking like when we look through building out an individual lineup. Because right now we're showing massive negative leverage to Tanner Bibee and massive positive leverage to Michael Wacha. Wacha, 14.6% positive leverage. Tanner Bibee, negative 11. So it does feel like we have a path to value with Michael Wacha. Whether or not that ends up being true, it's a completely different conversation. But it does look interesting going to Michael Wacha. Now, if we're talking about outs props for these pitchers today, we do have one on Tanner Bibee, and it's 13.5, which really scary. Meanwhile, Garrett Cole is at 17.5. That is a 4-out difference. And honestly, you could even make a case that it's a little bit more than that. And then Michael Wacha is also earmarked for 13.5. Same as Tanner Bibee. I think Tanner Bibee is massively overowned, because it doesn't appear that the betting market thinks he's going deep into this game. And I find that to be curious. But also exactly what you would expect. Like, I want to get to Garrett Cole long before I get to Tanner Bibee. Tanner Bibee strikeout prop is 4.5. Maybe a little juice to the over. Garrett Cole's basically the same. So they're both kind of sitting at 4.5. We're just expecting more outs out of Cole. Now, if we look at the top stacks tool, we might be able to see a little bit of synergy here. And actually, we can put both of those on the screen at the same time and get a better visual. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So now we have top stacks and top pitchers on the screen. Might help to give us a little bit of an idea of what we're comparing. Because we do have the Yankees with the top stack odds. So that does run counter because they're not exactly overowned. 36% ownership coming in for the Yankees, but only 26% coming into Michael Wacha. I think looking at the rest of these guys is where it starts to get interesting, because we are getting quite a bit of ownership coming into Garrett Cole. And the Royals are, essentially tied for second. The Royals and the Guardians are basically the same. It's Yankees far and away as the best overall stack. Tigers far and away worst overall stack. Guardians, Royals can go either direction. I think really what I'm seeing is that I don't expect to have much like Reese Olson plus the Tigers. There doesn't appear to be a ton of value to squeeze out of that. Not to mention, Leverage from a hitting stack potential perspective doesn't really exist. Less than 1%, either positive or negative to all four stacks. It really does seem like the pitching side is going to be the side where you can be a little bit different. Open up a little bit of Michael Wacha. I think that I like the Cole Wacha combo. And if we do something like that, it kind of leads us to either Yankees bats or Guardians bats. It's going to be an interesting balance working our way through the single lineup sim, which we're going to do quite shortly. What are you guys looking at for today? What is chat seeing? Kepanek asked if we're stacking Cleveland. Maybe. Dave said Cleveland, New York stack. That kind of feels like the path that we're going to take for the best ROI. I would not be surprised at all to see Cleveland and New York be the combo. But, I mean, from a value perspective, it is going to be hard to get there. Because if you want the best pieces of the Yankees, you probably also want Jose Ramirez. Michael Pavlik, also Cleveland, New York. To get Jose Ramirez and the two big Yankees bats, that might be impossible. Because in theory, you might want Reese Olson at that point, but you're not going to want Reese Olson if you're going to Cleveland. A lot of Cleveland, New York. I say we just get into it and build out our first lineup. So I've got the single lineup sim pulled up right now. You guys can sign up for this by clicking the link in the description of this video. I think if we're looking at pitchers, it's going to be Michael Wacha and Garrett Cole, which means that we're going to look for a Yankee stack first. Actually, we're going to look for a Cleveland stack first. So if we go to Cleveland, if we look at it from a value standpoint, Will Brennan goes in, Lane Thomas goes in, Kyle Manzardo goes in. I'm going to grab Bo Naylor, and then I'm going to try my best. Where's he hiding? Jose Ramirez. Yeah, terrible value. So if we do that, we're only going to get one of the main Yankees bats. We have 5,100 remaining across the board. But in theory, we probably want to look a little bit at Detroit here. And at that point, we're probably going to be able to take whatever we want from Detroit, which is going to be Kerry Carpenter, not Colt Keith, not, I mean, man, this becomes a real problem. Maybe we're not going to go to Garrett Cole. Maybe Cole has to go away to give us Tanner Bibee. And then we can kind of look at something different. Does that allow us to get Bobby Witt and Soto? Leaves us $2,800 at second base. There is not a $2,800 second baseman. So if we go Witt, Melendez, Massey, I mean, we're clearly leaving way too much salary on the table, but we need to run one first and get an idea of where we stand. So that's 5-man Cleveland, 3-man KC with KC and Cleveland pitchers. What that ends up looking like, we don't know yet. All right, 28%. That's really not that bad. That's really not that bad. Considering what we have and how much money we have left on the table, we can improve this lineup pretty quickly. I think. 28.1. That's not bad for a first draft. Let me take a sip of the bourbon. Maybe the bourbon will help me get here. I got to be honest. This bourbon's tough to drink. It's like jet fuel. The proof is high. And I didn't mix it. This is rocks. It's not helping me. But I haven't had a bourbon in 3 months, basically. So, cheers. Seriously, they could use that to get to Mars. That hurts, dude. That hurts. I need to splash a little bit of ginger in there or something. All right, if we can't go KC, maybe it's not Waka then. What if we want Soto and Volpe and Torres? Does that even give us okay, that gives us anything. So that allows us to get Garrett Cole. Now this dynamic will be interesting because we're increasing our projection by 6, but we're increasing the ownership by 50. So finding out how expensive ownership is going to be the answer here. Because now we're only spending 400. We're only leaving 400 on the table. This is either going to be a monster or right around where we were. Yeah, 41. I'm not surprised. That's your Cleveland, New York stack. And honestly, it's like pretty easy to get to. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's a lineup that has like quite a bit of duplication. Because that kind of just got built pretty naturally. I do wonder if we could one-off someone in a different direction and improve the lineup in some way. It's not Bo Naylor. I doubt that it's Manzardo. Yeah, it's not Manzardo. I would be shocked if it's Torres. Yeah, it's definitely not Torres. Could be one of those Cleveland outfielders. Lane Thomas in particular. We can take out Lane Thomas and turn it into Stephen Kwan. That's a better lineup. We gain a quarter of a fantasy point and we barely change our ownership. And that spends the full 50K. But yeah, Ryan, we'll build a FanDuel lineup in a second. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We found the goods. 51.9. Not hard to hunt down at all. 88.95 on the projection, but we did get ourselves into that 50% range. I wonder if a 4-4 would look any different. Can Kwan become somebody else? No. Can Will Brennan become a Yankee? Yes. No. No, he cannot. Thought I had it. There's no way Jose Ramirez is the answer. Can Volpe be something different? Nope. If we take out Soto, is there anything more interesting with a Yankee? Like if we go from Soto to Stanton, is there anything that we can do with that extra 1,500? Can I turn another Yankee? Can I turn a Cleveland guy into a Yankee somehow? If I get rid of Bo Naylor, can I turn that into? I can turn that into Austin Wells. 86.63. That's probably going to be too much of a haircut. Does make me wonder if we could upgrade Will Brennan now. I'm trying to sneak into a 4-4. If Brennan goes away, we can get Verdugo and go 4-4. That's a half-point upgrade. I don't think that we're going to beat 51.9, but we're going to be in that 40% range. So Cleveland, New York does seem like the natural, easy combination to build. Jeff, I'm going to hit that lineup you just gave me. Then we can run on over to FanDuel and try one. So that's going to be Cole Beebe. That's going to be Wells, Manzardo, Torres. Did I just build this? Ramirez. Who's the shortstop, Jeff? If I get Kwan, Soto, Verdugo. I assume you're just going McKinstry? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, who am I missing? Cole, Beebe, not Verdugo, Brennan. Got it. Well, who's the shortstop? What am I missing here? Cabrera at short. Got it. Got it. Wait. Is Cabrera? Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Yeah, there is no Cabrera. Jeff, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. You're killing me. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think he was in the lineup. Jake, what's up, man? Jeff, fix your bullshit. Rocchio? Okay. Rocchio in at short. Outfield becomes Brennan. 88 and a quarter, 347. This will be decent. This will be in that 20 to 30 range. Jake, you still have 15 minutes. Yeah, 35. 34. That's not bad. Again, we're right in that Cleveland, New York combo. All right, Tizzle, let's try that. Tanner Babi and Reese Olson. Salvador, this one's very different. Salvador Perez, Yuli Gurriel, Gleyber Torres, Jazz Chisholm, Anthony Volpe, MJ Melendez, Soto Judge. 87.95, 352. It's probably going to be a little overowned. Honestly, your best bet is just, whoa! Tizzle. Yo! 102.8. Dude, you legitimately on the nose. No, worse than that. No, better than that. You basically doubled mine. If I doubled mine, I would get to 103.8. Well, congrats to Tizzle for giving everybody a lineup that now everyone's going to dupe. I wonder if there's a way to make that any better. There's probably not, but I have to look. So, who's the best projected KC guy? There's no way we can get to Bobby Witt. Is there? If I take Volpe out and put Witt in, we need to free up 2,100. If Judge goes, Stanton can't. Oh, we're $100 over. Termite, I think he's the czar now. I think that he is the czar now. Oh, man, I would give anything to be able to figure out how to do this. But I don't think we have it. I don't think we have it the way we want to have it, at least. Chisholm? No, not Chisholm. I doubt it's Sal Perez. We could try it. If we swap, nope, we cannot try it. That's a 6-man Yankees stack. Judge to Stanton? Volpe to Witt now? Leaves 200 on the table, 87 and 353. I got to look at it. I don't think I'm making this better. I don't think I made it better. Yeah, 34.8. I'm going to step away from this one, Tizzle. I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to touch it. You have the lineup. None of y'all better be playing that shit. Don't do that to him. At the very least, Tizzle, let everybody know what contest you're playing. Because if you jerks play that lineup, that's going to be mean. That's going to be very mean. All right, I want to build a different lineup here. I want to build a Tiger stack. Let's go to FanDuel to do it. Ryan, this one's for you. What can we build on FanDuel? Have you given me one? Not that I see. All right. Then I'm going to work my way through it. Let's go. I'm going to go Garrett Cole. I'm going to try for a 4-4. I'm going to take a sip. Let's get Wells. Let's get Torres. Judge. Oh, that's annoying for Chisholm. I guess I'll take Chisholm in at outfield. Wait. Oh, he has third as well? Okay, that'll work. So then short, we can't go to KC. We can't go to Volpe or Birdie. That does really annoy me for short. So I'm going to put Birdie in, and I'm going to pull Austin Wells. Because that will allow us to go to... I'm going to go Salvador Perez. I'm going to see if I can game stack this one. MJ Melendez. We can pretty much get whatever we want on that final play. I mean, technically it's Stanton. No, actually, it's Soto. No, it's not Soto. I was very incorrect. Stanton? Stanton works. 500 on the table. Wait, why can't I run? Oh, you have to have the third team. All right, so since Stanton can be anybody, we'll make that be Kerry Carpenter. 103.3, 262. Jake, pop a cherry Belgian triple. Oh, boy. I don't think I built a very good FanDuel lineup, guys. Looks like 103.3 and 262 is quite poor. Let's pull KC out of there and see how we can improve this lineup. Maybe it's a 4-2-2. Maybe it's Josh Naylor going in. And Lane Thomas. Stephen Kwan. Nope. Best value outfielder. I mean, we can go to Manzardo at utility. And then get... We don't want to go Melendez or Verdugo. That's what really blocks us out. Let's pull Birdie and get Soto. Nope. Let's pull Birdie and get Stanton. Nope. Let's not pull Birdie. And let's pull Chisholm. Even that I don't think is correct. Torres? I mean, he's so cheap. Yeah, it's not Torres. He's the best value of anybody. It just kind of blocks us off to the outfielder that we're looking for. Because technically I don't want KC. And if I go Will Brennan, this lineup is going to suck as bad as everything else sucked. And I still need another guy. Jake, I don't think he has one. Olsen doesn't have an outs prop that I've seen. Who is the outfielder we need here? I guess it could be Will Brennan, and then I can take any catcher first. I don't want it to be Pascantino, but I'm going to try it. 103.3 and 261. Can we build a positive ROI lineup on FanDuel? Apparently not. All right, folks, I need a FanDuel lineup. The czar is broken. Who's got one for me? We got a couple more minutes yet before I get out of here. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're watching, guys. Olsen. Malakar, you're a crazy person. Olsen. Torque. Massey, Chisholm, Witt, Carpenter, Meadows, Judge. You want Riley Green, but we might go Gleyber Torres. 99 and 244. He's the son of a Torkel, Jake. He can't be changing his name. He is Torkel's son. All right, 40.6. But what happens if we turn Riley Green into Gleyber Torres? Because that is a projection upgrade. We can see it here. We gain a fantasy point. We also basically double the ownership. So let's see how that affects it. God, I love using this tool. I'm so excited to build lineups in the NBA for this every morning. Yeah, that's not better. Interesting. It's going to be so much fun. I guess technically it could be Pasquantino too. Jake, you've never ran into a Torkler before? Classic. It's a classic job. What is someone that torkles? It's a Finnish name. Torkles is a bitch-ass way to say turtles. And we'll skip this other one. So I don't know. All right, here we go. Corey Cardinal. I'm going to do your lineup, and then we're going to get out of here. Final lineup. Tanner Babi. It's a Pokemon. It sounds like a Pokemon. All right. Yuli Gurriel. Final lineup. Jazz Chisholm. Garcia. Witt. Soto. Pham. Who am I missing? Verdugo. And then Wells. 101, 72, 256. Negative 33.6. Corey, if you have time, and I believe you have about 10 minutes, do not play that lineup in any contests on FanDuel. You are not putting a good one. Not putting a good one in. Greg, no, sorry, it is Babi. It is Babi. All right, Ryan, I'll hit yours as well, and then we'll get out of here. Cole, Wells, Torres, Chisholm, Rocchio, Soto, I lost it. All right, Quan, Thomas, Sweeney. 98, 08, and 224. I mean, we brought the projection down we brought the ownership down quite a bit, but we might have brought the projection down a bit too far. Negative 24.7. Ryan, go ahead and grab that lineup and throw it directly into the trash. I don't really care who wins between the Guardians and the Tigers. Go Cleveland if you bring back your old name. Go Tigers if you're never willing to do that. And unequivocally, go Kansas City tonight. I will never, ever, ever cheer for the Yankees. I cannot do it. Never. I want them to lose every day. I wish they went 0 and 162 every year. There's nothing I hate more than New York sports other than Philadelphia sports. So go Royals. Don't care about the first game. Good luck to everybody. I don't think we're doing one of these tomorrow because we only have one game since the Mets beat the shit out of Philly, which was satisfying, but also a little weird because I don't want to cheer for the Mets either. So I don't think we'll be here tomorrow. I don't know what the rest of next week will look like. Keep your eyes peeled. Greg and I are going to do a first look show for the NBA sometime next week. We've got big time deals coming down the pike for NBA, for betting, for all sports. We've got a lot of promos that are going to be coming up shortly. You do not want to miss them. And we'll talk about them a lot on our first look NBA show sometime next week. Good luck, everybody. Make an NFL cameo. No one wants that. No one wants that. I don't watch it enough. I'll talk to you guys later.